Welcome back, everyone. In today's video, we're taking a complete look at a car that quietly changed the way people thought about small, affordable performance, the 1983 Honda CRX. By the end of this video, you'll have a full and honest understanding of this machine, everything from its exterior design and interior layout to its technology, performance, driving character, practicality, strengths, weaknesses, pricing, and how it truly stacks up against its rivals. So stay with us until the very end, because there are some details about this little Honda that might completely change the way you see it. Because before we go any further, picture this. It's the early 80s, fuel prices are unpredictable, and car buyers are suddenly craving something light, efficient, and genuinely fun to drive. Into that moment steps this small two-seat hatchback from Honda, and almost overnight it becomes a cult favorite among enthusiasts who wanted more than just basic transportation. Visually, the CRX still looks sharp today, with its wedge-shaped profile, low roofline, and that distinctive glass hatch that gives it an almost futuristic silhouette for its time. It wasn't trying to look aggressive or flashy, it simply looked purposeful, like every line existed for a reason, mostly aerodynamics and efficiency. Step inside, and you immediately notice how driver-focused everything feels. The cabin is simple, but everything is placed exactly where your hands and eyes naturally go. There's no wasted space, no unnecessary clutter, just a tight, functional cockpit that makes you feel connected to the road the moment you sit down. Now, technology in 1983 obviously wasn't what we know today, so don't expect touchscreens or driver assistance systems here. This was an era where simplicity was the technology, lightweight construction, efficient engineering, and a manual transmission that rewarded an engaged driver. And that leads us straight into performance, which is really where the CRX earns its reputation. It wasn't about raw horsepower, it was about how little weight the engine had to move. That low curb weight, combined with a responsive four-cylinder engine, gave the CRX a nimble, eager feeling on the road that made ordinary drives feel exciting. Behind the wheel, you notice how direct the steering feels, how planted it stays through corners, and how the car almost seems to invite you to push it a little harder. It's the kind of driving experience that many modern cars, despite having far more power, still struggle to replicate. Of course, practicality has its limits here. It's a two-seater with modest cargo space, so this was never meant to be a family car. But for a single driver or a couple who valued efficiency and driving enjoyment, it made perfect sense. Like any classic, it has its weaknesses too: limited safety technology by modern standards, rust concerns on surviving examples, and parts that can be harder to find. But its strengths, lightweight agility, fuel efficiency, and pure driving involvement are exactly why it's remembered so fondly decades later. When it comes to pricing, well-preserved examples today range widely depending on condition, but many enthusiasts agree the value lies not just in the price tag, but in the experience you simply can't buy in a modern showroom. Compared to competitors of its era, like early Toyota MR2 or the Volkswagen Rabbit GTI, the CRX carved its own lane by focusing purely on efficiency without sacrificing driving joy. And honestly, that's what makes the Honda CRX so special even today. It wasn't about being the fastest or the most powerful. It was about proving that driving pleasure doesn't need to come from excess. If this video gave you a deeper appreciation for this little Honda legend, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more honest and detailed car reviews, and drop a comment telling us if you've ever driven or owned a CRX yourself. We'd genuinely love to hear your story.